Welcome. In this video, we will go through page setup, which you can find from page layout option. As you can see here, we have taken an worksheet as an example. Here we see the page setup group. Furthermore, you can explore some more options by selecting the launch button in the page layout ribbon, which we will discuss after going through all groups. Yes, groups. If you look closely, you can see there are 5 groups here in the page layout option. First, we will discuss the themes group. The themes group is available in the top left corner. Themes group will help the user select various themes, colors, fonts, and effects. Next up, page setup group. The page setup group is available next to the themes group, where you can see margins. From here we can choose various margins for our sheet, such as normal, wide, and narrow, or you can just customize the margins. Next, orientation. The orientation option will provide the option of page orientation. You can present the page either in a landscape orientation or portrait orientation. Now we have a print area. Here the print option will provide you with print customization. You can select a specific part of the page and print it accordingly. Next up, breaks. Page breaks are dividers that break a worksheet into separate pages for printing. If we go to View option and preview page breaks, we could see blue dots and dark blue lines. The blue dots are automatic page breaks based on the paper size, margin settings, scale options, and the positions of any manual page breaks that you insert. Let's take another example. And it's preview page breaks. The blue lines are manual breaks. Here the background option. It is pretty much self-explanatory. The option enables you to choose a custom background for your sheet. Next up, print titles. The print titles option enables you to add specific rows and columns as common to all the active sheets. I don't have multiple sheets for reference, but for information's sake, I can tell you that you can use one of them or both. First, in rows to repeat at the top box, type the reference of the rows that contain the column labels. Second, in the columns to repeat at the left box, type the reference of the columns that contain the row labels. For example, if you want to print column labels at the top of every printed page, you could type $1 in the rows to repeat at top box. Now we have a sheet option group. The sheet option group helps the user with the margin lines and the border lines in the sheet. The last group is arrange group. The arrange group helps the user arrange the pages in an ordered format, according to the user's requirements. So as I mentioned earlier in the video, we will go through the launch option of page setup. As we click the launch option, we get the drop menu which has the following tabs: page, margins, header or footer, and sheet. First up, we have page tab options. I hope you guys know the orientation. Now we see the scaling, where, when you print, it enlarges or reduces the worksheet or collection to fit the required number of pages. Next, there is margin tab option. The margin tab will provide the option of adjusting the measurements according to the top, right, bottom, and left margins of the page. The margin tab also allows you to set the header and footer distance adjustments to your pages. Let's go toward header and footer tab options. Here we can see various options. First, the header option will help you with including the header on your page. Second, the footer option will help you with including the header on your page. Next, different odd and even pages. Excel provides you an option of having a different header and footer to odd-numbered pages and another set of header and footer to even-numbered pages. Next, we have Scale with Document. The Scale with Document option will help you with customizing the header and footer. The customization will be related to the font size, and scaling. Last one, Align with Page Margins. The Align with Page Margins option will help you align the header and footers to the margins left or right sides. Now we have the last tab. Sheet tab. This tab also has various options. First, Print Area. The Print Area option helps you with providing the range to print the sheets. Second, Print Title. The Print Title option allows users to print the same set of titles, headers, and footers to all the sheets. Next up, Print. Print specifies what is printed from the worksheet, whether the printout is in color or black and white, and what the print quality is. Grid lines. Select the Grid Lines checkbox to include worksheet grid lines in the printout. Grid lines are not printed by default, regardless of whether they are displayed on the worksheet or not. Black and white. Select the black and white checkbox when you use a color printer but you want to use black and white only when printing. The option is off by default. You do not have to select it when you are using a printer that prints black and white only. Draft quality. Select the draft quality checkbox to print faster by using less print quality when the printer that you use has a draft quality mode. This option has no effect when the printer has no draft quality mode. Row and column headings. Select the row and column headings checkbox to include these headings in the printout. Comments and notes. In this box, select the location where you want annotations that you added to worksheet cells to appear in the printout. Select at end of sheet to combine all annotations and print them together on a page that is added at the end of the printout. Select as displayed on sheet to print the annotations in their original locations on the worksheet. Annotations are not automatically included in the printout, because none is selected by default. Next, we have cell errors as. In this box, select how you want cell errors that appear on the worksheet to be displayed in the printout. By default, errors are displayed as they appear, but you cannot display them by selecting blank. Display them as a double hyphen by selecting, or display them as #n/a. Last, we page order. Click down, then over, then down to control the order in which data is numbered and printed when it does not fit on one page. The sample picture previews the direction your document will print when you choose one of these options. That's all covered for page setup. Next session will be fit to print on one page. Thanks for watching.